love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. We're just
We
getting
have
our
just the best community, I'm telling you.
amazing. We're getting our spoiled agents in. We're getting everyone live. We're going live on
Excellent.
Facebook.
So
Everyone, I'd,
good.
I'd love to hear what you think
I
about. Oh,
about Well, I just
Paul.
read it was Thursday. You know what? It is Thursday somewhere. I don't know where, maybe Australia. But no, it's only Tuesday. We got the full week of almost the full week ahead.
Okay, hello from Peterborough. Hi, John. Well, I just want to say that also Paul just said, "Where have I seen this costume before?"
Paul is in the house. Hi, Paul.
Oh, Melanie said, "Hi from Ottawa. Headed to Saint Martin on Saturday. Hi, Carrie."
Oh, hi, Melanie. Yeah, Melanie's going for a week, staying in a villa. But she's a very good spoiled agent. She wants to do some site inspections.
Oh,
I'm like,
good. Well,
wow,
might as well, right?
that is dedication.
Okay, hello to our friends on Facebook. We've got Pauline, we've got Isabel, just to name a few. If you're joining us
Wow.
on Facebook, let me know you're here by adding your email in the comments. Christina, hello. Oh my gosh. Maylin just said, "Oh my gosh, I'm here for this today."
Excellent. So
I
good.
have to be honest, I took a picture of Carrie and I sent it to the team before we went live because I know Kelly will be super jealous she's missing this today. Bonjour
Listen.
from Montreal, Rosie. Hello.
Ah, bonjour. How do you say octopus in French? Dans le français.
Oh, let us know. Let's see.
Octopus? Oh, no, no, no.
I love it. Let me just see. Okay, we're getting ourselves. Oh, wait, you know what I'm going to do, Carrie? Watch this.
Oh, Susan, you're brilliant. And look at
Next,
I whoop whoop.
next level. Charlotte's here as well. We have Shauna on Facebook. We got our friends here on Zoom. Good morning. Good morning, Cal, my buddy Cal in Western Canada. Hi,
All
buddy. Good to
right.
see you. Well, we got quite a few spoiled agents on. I have to say, this is what I love about Spoiled Agent is we work with fantastic partners who really want to work with us and make learning fun. Like our friend Carrie, who's an account
Woohoo.
manager for the Saint Martin Tourism Bureau. Welcome, Miss Carrie.
All right. Thank you, Susan. It's so great to be here. And thank you to all of the amazing spoiled agents who are making time to hang with Susan and I. And although the fire is a little tough on my octopus skin, I love the concept of just, I feel like I'm on Susan's podcast. We're just going to sit down and chat, take some questions, and talk, I don't know, talk St. Martin. It's great.
We are. So I think maybe it's time to explain the fantastic costume, right, Carrie?
Okay.
So I believe it was October or November,
Yeah, it was end of October over Halloween, into early November. Yeah.
and you
We
took
had
10
how
agents,
many?
right?
Yeah, five spoiled agents, won a seat on a fam, 5 of 10. And we went to St. Martin and we did a little, we got our Dutch on, we got our French on, and we had a fabulous week, largely in part because of the spoiled agents that were with us. But on Halloween, I just thought, oh, okay, we've got to just get things going here. So I greeted them in the lobby as my favorite octopus costume. So here we are.
Okay, great. And I know there were some of the spoiled agents on your fam that are on today, and I can just see a couple names, but Ruth was there, Arlene, and Paul, just to name a few. So
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. And you know
Arlene
what,
said, I was on
Susan?
the VIP octopus trip.
Oh, they could also, like, really, I should just cover my octopus mouth and let them talk about St. Martin because they're the pros.
I love it. So today we're doing something a little bit different, as we mentioned. But as true fashion to Saint Martin and Spoiled Agent, there's some prizes to be had today. Oh, Carrie's going to take a seat
Okay, I'm coming in. Keep talking, Susan. I'm just going to turn this baby off.
for
Deflate.
sure. So, yeah, Carrie's got, of course, some amazing prizes that she wants to talk about. We're going to get to those in a moment because you guys are always so generous. As Carrie and I go through our chit chat, our fireside chit chat today, we're going to be sharing links, how you can find like great information on Carrie's page on Spoiled Agent, and more agent rates. I know we were talking before Carrie and I went live about villas. Like it's not just all inclusives or just hotels. There's, a really great way to go FIT. And we're going to talk about lots of ways how to get there, favorite tour operators, just to say a few different things. But
You
I'm not
bet.
sure if you're ready to mention what the great prizes are and how people can qualify.
Okay, well, firstly, I just want to give you a high five, all of you, for joining us today, and a high five to you, Susan, for putting up with me deflating. So great, our great prizes. Well, we have the $100 prize that everybody who participates is eligible. That's a draw. But then we have a little bonus for you. The first 3 agents who can send me proof of a St. Martin booking between today and the end of April, you'll get a $100 gift card CA. So to go wild, whatever, what the heck, a little something, something.
Wow. So in order to qualify again, you have to be with us live on Zoom. You have to be live on Facebook or live on YouTube. If you're on Zoom, we have you covered with your email because you registered. I know on Facebook, for you to qualify, please add your email in the comments. Lynn, I see you've done it as well. Sonia, Tina, all the way from Ecuador, just to name a few. Savannah from
Wow.
Newfoundland. So we
What?
got we got it covered. But please, if you're just joining us on Facebook, please add your email. Zoom, we
Amazing.
have you covered, Lucy. We got you guys because you registered.
Yeah.
And you have a great crowd today.
Yeah, well, thank you, everybody. But can we just say, spoiled agents, I have to stay in my octopus costume because there's a zipper in the back and nobody can undo it. So I am wearing clothes underneath, I promise. Uh, and also, it really didn't help my hairdo, but what the heck, we're here. So,
Amazing. And if for
Susan,
anyone was on our of course our 12 days after Christmas, you joined us in your octopus. You talked about the
right.
octopus, right?
Right, right. So I'm going to have to come out. Well, you know what? When you think about it, St. Martin is beautiful always, but on the water and under the water. So, yeah, whether you're on a cruise, sunset sail, or spending the day just at a beach hanging out and swimming, or going scuba diving or snorkeling, you never know. I might pop up there.
Do we have
But
our
yeah,
tropical drinks ready for today?
yeah, I hope so. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
cheers. Oh,
Oh,
well, you know what? I have two. One's in a coconut cup, but it's a guava berry colada. Anyone who's been to St. Martin, cheers, have to have a little sip.
oh, Carrie, who
Yeah,
knew?
guava berry is the local rum, and it's made with guava berries that are grown on St. Martin. It's a rum liqueur. It's pretty high test, but there's a lot of history and culture behind it. And when you're in St. Martin, you can buy all sorts of different flavors. Mine's just straight up made into a guava berry, like a pina colada, but with guava berry rum. And at Christmas time, um, people who live in St. Martin go door to door with guava berry shots, singing and wishing their neighbors and friends and family a Merry Christmas. So anyway, but be careful. I might not be getting much work done this aft. Cheers.
Well, that's okay. So as we chat, I'm gonna be popping in some links for you guys how to reach Carrie. Of course, where you can find a lot of great stuff on Carrie's page on spoiledagent.com. I mean, this is just like an informal chit chat,
Yeah,
reacquainting everybody with Saint Martin
right.
and all the beautiful area has to offer. So let's get into
Absolutely.
it. So I would love to
Let's
know.
go.
So maybe we
Yeah,
can talk about tour operators, flights, summer.
right, right.
Let's get into it, Miss Carrie.
Okay, well, thanks, Susan. So we have great tour operator partners. We work closely with Sunwing and WestJet Vacations and Air Canada Vacations. So they package up anything you'd want from hotels to all-inclusive to boutique hotels to villas, you name it, as well as their group departments are awesome if you need help with any groups and arranging special events, etc. But we're super excited with the lift. We have great lift from Toronto and Montreal. So connecting through Toronto and Montreal for other Canadian cities. But our main partners are Air Transat, Air Canada, WestJet, Sunwing, and you never know, there's a Roots conference in Brazil right now, and the St. Martin Airport and marketing people are there. So we're crossing our fingers that maybe some more people will come online. But historically, other than our friends at WestJet, St. Martin has been a seasonal flight destination. I mean, you can always fly through the US, but we're preferring just to zoom right over. Anywho, this summer, we're really excited to say Air Canada has added lift to St. Martin. So that's great. And WestJet will have, I have to look, 3 flights per week. And out of those are out of Toronto, and Sunwing will be flying weekly out of Montreal. So anyway, very excited. And we thank our partners. They work really hard for us.
Well, and what I love about Saint Martin is it's a year-round destination, right? Like, so as much as we're talking about the summer, whatever, it's anytime, even if it's like a little off season, so what? The weather's great, go.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, yes, typically Canadians, I mean, our whole climate's gone bananas, but you spoiled agents know more better than I do. People want to escape the winter, especially this has been a really chilly one. But you know what? Going to St. Martin in the spring, in the summer, like whatever, have your cottage there, mix it up. And it's low season, so prices are they drop considerably. It's really a lot quieter. So the traffic situation's better. And there's going to be all sorts of summer promotions because our island partners want to attract people to the island because it tends to be slower. So it's really a great time to visit. And I don't know if you're hearing about this slow travel movement. But yeah, people just wanting to go and get into the culture and chill out and slow down their busy lives. So I don't know, St. Martin's a great option in the summer.
Well, and I think that's a great segue, Carrie, because I want to know how many spoiled agents have been to St. Martin. Oops, wrong one. Okay, well, I did the
Oh,
wrong poll. I did the
you
wrong
know what?
one.
Let's do that one. That's fine.
Is it fine? Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna do a different one here. I got a
Okay.
different one.
You're
I'm
starting
gonna
out
go
fresh.
back. I'm
No
gonna go
sweat.
back.
It's the octopus. It's throwing her off.
Okay, well, let's do this. Who has visited St. Martin? I'd love to know who's visited St. Martin. Please let us know. And it would be great on Facebook if you could just write in the comments. Oh, in Zoom, twice. Lucille, someone's done it in August as well. Wow, I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
Leslie has been on Facebook. Nice. I love it. Would love to go back. Lynn on Facebook has been there 3 times.
What? That's amazing. Thank you. And you know what else is so much fun, I think personally, is well, twice the Caribbean. There's the Dutch side and the French side. So the Dutch side tends to be a bit more energetic. So spend some time there and get your yayas out and then go chill on the French side. But also, St. Martin really is the hub of, I'm saying the Caribbean, of the Eastern Caribbean to go spend a few days and then hop to other islands, neighboring islands like Anguilla, or go be fancy pants and head to St. Bart's or Saba or Eustatia if you want to just really chill and hike and dive, etc. Or you know what? Go to St. Kitts, go to Nevis, yeah, just use it as your jump off point.
So I just want to say on Facebook, Isabel has been there 6 times,
What?
and Samantha has not been there since 2022 with a sad face.
Uh-oh.
But I just did the poll here on Zoom. I shared the results with you. So it's pretty close. Almost half of our spoiled agents have been, and almost half have not. So that's pretty good, I think.
Uh-oh, that means you'll be fact checking what I tell you today.
That's it.
But
Do you like
you
that?
know what, Susan, I think that means we're going to have to do another spoiled agent fam contest. Get some more spoiled agents down there.
Well, that's it. We've got some great
Yeah.
things up our sleeves. So stay
Right?
tuned.
Right? Yes, yes,
Love it.
yes.
Well, let's get into some selling points, if you don't mind, Carrie. So let's talk a
Oh,
little bit about, how agents can sell Saint Martin more confidently, a little bit more better understanding for the destination. Like, what would
yep.
you say would help them close that sale?
Well, you know what? We have some great links and resources I'll talk to you about in a sec. But really, St. Martin, it's easy to get to from Toronto and Montreal. Direct flight, 4 hours, 40-ish, 45 minutes, hoping for a tailwind. to make that quicker. I would say one of the huge selling points is the people, or are the people. Friendly, it's safe to leave your resort to go where the locals go to become immersed in the culture. And that's kind of where the magic happens in St. Maarten. And there really is something for everybody, whether you just want to hang out on a beach or whether you want to hike or yeah, just go on, check out fun attractions. The food is amazing. There's all the range from the local lolos, like the little roadside places where you can just pick something up well quickly. Nothing is really that quick, but have just a fun local flavored bite to high end fine dining. But really, groups are a great opportunity as well. Niche groups for I mean, honeymoons and weddings, beautiful thing to do on an island, obviously. You guys know that. But now, I don't know, events, focusing on events. We just, the 46th Heineken Regatta, big sailing race, just closed up this past weekend. So that's if you have any sailing clients or people who really are keen to be part of a big event. And now, if there's any EDM music fans, the SXM Music Festival is happening. I just have to look, March 18th to 22nd. So pretty much the island becomes a dance floor. And I sort of think, okay, if I showed up, they'd be, who's the old bag in the octopus costume? But it really is for all ages. And then we're moving into the carnival. St. Maarten, it's intense. It's a 2 week plus event, middle of April until May the 5th. And if you have clients going, there's all sorts of, there's Carnival Village, all sorts of food and stuff going on and bands and parties, but also you really learn about the local culture and see the people come to life. And the parade, which is April 30th, is just amazing. Then we get into June flavors, which will be a food festival, more to come on that. Or if you agents are keen, I'm really blabbing. Sorry, Susan, I will wrap this up in a sec. Or if
No.
you're keen on really immersing yourself and meeting partners and investing a little bit more in St. Maarten and the neighboring islands, we have a conference called SMART, which is you tour the island, you have meetings with local suppliers, and you get to network with tourist boards, etc. So that's an opportunity to go to St. Maarten as well.
Oh wow, I love it. And you talked on, I loved you kind of touched on the group thing with like multi-gen girls groups, like couples. It's for everyone.
Yeah, you know what? I totally got off track. I'm like, oh wow, just saw one of my, I don't know, squirrel or something run by. But no, there's like things like there's an annual marathon. So if you have running clubs in your neighborhood, or padel has become an
Nice.
padel, however you say it. There's a padel center that is really taking off, and they have the International Seniors Padel Tournament. So if anyone's in that market every December. Pickleball, they're building a whole new pickleball facility. And the JW Marriott, fun fact, has a pickleball court on their roof. Go figure. But yeah, so just looking at our event calendar and just thinking, what kind of clients do you or who do you have that have these special interests that you could say, hey, what about a group? What and yeah, the girls just want to have fun video that's now on our spoiled agent page. Girls groups are huge.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. And you just kind of touched on the events. So what I did was I actually popped in the link for the events, weekly or all year
Right.
round, the events calendar. So some people, like you said, they might want to go for the, the marathon or whatever it might foodie things. Like this is a really great guide.
Thank you.
I
And you know
just want
what?
to,
Oh, sorry,
someone
Susan. I
said,
am talking over you. The weekly event little link is great. That's for high season, so we'll go until the end of May. But that's great if you have people going. You can just send them, hey, when you're in St. Maarten, there's salsa at somewhere special this night, and there's Latin dance. Well, that's salsa. There's happy hour at the Lazy Lizard. It just lists what's going on day by day that your clients could pop in and participate in.
So there's just a few things I'm just going to read out to you. Sonia on Facebook said, "Can you repeat which resort has a pickleball on the rooftop?"
Oh, that's the JW Marriott.
Okay, amazing. And
Yeah.
our friend Paul said, "As two nations on one island, it can appeal to more clients, those who want to bake on the beach as an all-inclusive, and those who maybe want like that more French Riviera flair without that transatlantic flights, five time zone changes, things like that."
Yeah. And you know what? Paul put together a really great itinerary that lives on Spoiled Agent, a suggested way to package St. Martin and St. Martin for 10 days. It's brilliant. So thanks for that, Paul.
He's so good.
I know,
Amazing.
isn't
All our
he?
spoil agents are great.
I know.
I think this is a really great segue. Lucy on Zoom said one thing that people go to see is in Maho, the planes going over the Maho beach. So, Carrie, I have a Maho moment I would love to
No,
share.
tell us, tell us. I love it.
So, the Maho moment is when I was there a few years back for work, and I was with my friend Marcia. And Marcia and I were there having some beers on the Maho Beach. You know, it was a nice sunny day. And the plane went over, and we were so like, oh my gosh, we were like enamored by this plane. We actually, the breeze of it blew us back into the water. But the best thing is, Marcia got up and her beer never spilled. So she's still
What?
holding her beer. She's a pro at this.
Okay, that is talent. Did you lose your hat or anything like that?
No, and our bathing suits all stayed
Oh
intact,
my
so
gosh.
it was good. People still liked us by the
So,
end.
oh, Susan, that is awesome. I'm so glad you didn't get hurt, firstly, but it's one way to save on spa treatments because you got a bit of exfoliation or acupuncture from the sand blowing, but it's
Yes,
pretty
yes,
forceful, hey?
it's true. And
Yeah.
I actually think it's a good segue to also say, I'm going to launch it. How many beaches does everybody think are in Saint Martin? So it's already live on Zoom. I'm going to close it off in a moment. Facebook friends, how many beaches do you think there are? Under 20 or more than 20? Please in the comments add it because I think that's a great segue, our
Yep.
Maho Beach moment.
Such a good idea.
Here we
And
go.
just on the Maho Beach situation, I mean, Susan, you two were hardcore standing on the beach. That's brave. But there's two little bars, one in particular, the Sunset Bar. You can go and have a drink and watch from a more protected space, and you still get a really good feel because when those planes, the big guys come in, whew, or take off, it's loud and it's forceful, but it sure is fun.
Well, I'm going to end the poll. And the question was again, how many beaches do you think Saint Martin has? Under 20 or more than 20? So I'm going to end the poll, Miss Carrie. I'm going to share the results with you.
Okay. Oh, wow. Smart group. Well done,
Okay.
team.
And
Yeah.
Facebook is saying as well, a lot of them are saying more than 20.
Wow.
Tina said 37. Is that right?
Oh, okay, Tina, wow, that's amazing. Yes, there's 37 beaches. And
Wow.
yeah, I know. One of the great things about St. Martin is all the beaches are public. So you can go to any and all of them. Many of them rent chairs, etc. Or you can just grab your towel and stop at a grocery store and take your own drinks or whatever you'd like. But yeah, so it's fun to rent a car for a day and just go around and discover the beaches.
So
Yeah.
Sarah on Zoom is asking, where is the best snorkeling?
Oh, you know what? I would say the best snorkeling is to go out to Tintamar or to Pinell Island. But you know, it's hard to predict. I would recommend going on an actual snorkeling adventure with one of our island partners who will take you to the primo spots.
Okay. Celine on Zoom says, so we not only book packages, but clients request other types of properties like villas and homes. How do they go about booking something outside, I say, the cookie cutter, right?
Right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of great villa operators, companies on the island, and a resource is onecaribbeancanada.ca has a bunch of information as well as on the Spoiled Agent page, obviously, about different categories of hotels. And on our St. Martin website, you'll get the listings for the villa companies. Um, and most of them, well, all of them generally pay commission, a nice commission. So you would work with them directly, and please call me if you have any questions or would like any information. But there are tons of villas, from smaller apartments to condos to basically pimp your villa with lots of bedrooms and bathrooms, etc., or resorts that have kitchens and one bedroom, two bedroom, etc. So there really are a lot of options for different ways to stay in St. Maarten.
And people are also talking a little bit about pre and post cruise, like how,
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, honestly, I don't know why I sort of have amnesia all of a sudden, but yes, that is a huge opportunity. St. Martin is the largest cruise port in the Caribbean, and I just feel like it's getting busier and busier. It's a home port to some cruise lines, but obviously a port of call for others. So a great way to introduce people to St. Martin is for them to go on a tour of both sides of the island, or to do something fun, get off the ship, or even just go to Phillipsburg or Great Bay Beach and hang out for the day, which is very close to the cruise port. But pre and post cruise packages are a real growing market, and you'll see operators packaging more pre and post for St. Martin, but that's a super opportunity for you guys to capitalize on with your cruise clients. Growing
I'm just
market.
going back to Celine, if you don't mind a question about the villas and things. Do they pay commissions when they book with them?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, most do. I mean, I'd love to say they all do, and that's what we're going for. But yes, most of the key ones that we work with, um, yes, they do.
And Carrie, also, I know it's a really great way to island hop. So, how can you talk about island hopping and how they
Yes.
can, go and see something for a day?
I know,
Like,
like, yeah. And I'm embarrassed to say I have not island hop. And every time I go, I think, come on. But yeah, it's super easy. You can take, well, you could fly, but that seems like a lot of work unless you're going further afield. But there's great ferries that leave from Simpson Bay and Marigot. And for example, going to Anguilla for the day, it's like a 30-minute ferry ride. These are public ferries. And from Marigot, which is the capital city on the French side, or to St. Bart's is like 45, 50 minutes. And there's regular ferry service, and that'll be listed on our spoiled agent pages, as well as on our One Caribbean um, pages, One Caribbean Canada pages. And one thing you do have to note for yourselves or your clients is they need their passports when they leave the island. And it's also good to have some US cash. Or another way to visit those islands, and this goes for Saba and St. Eustatius as well. Those are the four islands within close proximity. Um, People can fly there, or sorry, can sign up for a day where you would go with a company, say like Aquamania or something like that, or either a private sail with a company that goes on the regular to those different islands, where lunch and drinks, etc., would be included, or just go on your own, as I said, by public ferry. And when you get there, hire a driver at the port to take you to, say, you want to go to a beach or to a little beach bar, what have you. It's a very fun thing to do, and I really recommend it.
well, and actually, just in the chat here, I'm reading that Shira went to St. Bart's for the day, and Zarabeth actually went to Anguilla for the day trip as well.
Yeah, Anguilla is apparently just has phenomenal beaches, is a little bit quieter than St. Martin. So yeah, and if you have any golfers, St. Martin is not a golf destination per se. There is a golf course, but don't be fooled. It's not a golf course that golfers would love. It was destroyed in Hurricane Irma. So you do see people golfing, but you also see people running with their dogs on it. So it's not that official. But if you do have golfers, then they can go to Anguilla for the day in golf, which is just a great combination of how to please. The non-golfers can stay in St. Martin and go to the spa, and the golfers can head over to golf.
Well, and can we talk a little bit about, I know it's a huge foodie destination. Like I know, and you've talked about it, you and I've talked about it, a lot of the local spots. I can't remember what they call them.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe touch on this a little bit for us.
Right. So their local spots are called Lolos, so locally owned and locally operated. And those it's they're safe to eat in those places and really fun. And often the owner operators have some great stories to talk about how they got to St. Martin, if they were born and raised, or just a little bit about the culture. But yeah, you can get anything from rice and peas to ribs to Johnny cakes, which is the local bread, kind of like I don't know, in the morning instead of an egg McMuffin or something, they would have like a Johnny cake that's like a little bun with salt fish or something. And there's like the Simpson Bay area on the Dutch side has some great Lolos, or Marigot in on the French side. So yeah, when you're just cruising around St. Martin or your clients, just tell them to stop at a little roadside place, a Lolo, and see what they have. And like Cindy's Roti, I actually had the best roti I've ever had in my life at Cindy's Roti in St. Martin. Yeah, because there's a bunch, so many different cultures have merged
Yeah.
uh, in St. Martin that it's just a hodgepodge of any kind of food you could dream of. Yeah,
And
delish.
would you recommend a car rental?
Yeah, you know what? I think a car rental is a great thing to do to explore the island. It's easy to get around the island. It's only 96 plus kilometers. So, but I do have to say traffic is a bit of a deal in St. Martin, especially in high season, because there's really just one way with around the island. I mean, with a few diversions and in Phillips, there's a bridge. What do you call those bridges that so
A
that
drawbridge?
thank you very much. Sounds like so boats can go under, and in high season when the big yachts are in port, the bridge opens and closes a little bit more than in low season. But you're in the Caribbean, it's Caribbean time, so people tend to be more patient, but it does take some time to get around.
Well, and actually, another thing is like I feel like some people also have a misconception that it's super expensive to eat there, to get around. So I have a question from Elvie asking about food, buying ingredients. If you're gonna maybe have a villa, you want to cook. Can you maybe touch on how easy that is to get to them and how it can be
Oh,
economical?
yeah, totally. There's lots of great grocery stores. There's big ones and happy to send a list to anybody if they would like. They have like their version of Costco. And there's also smaller in resort areas, smaller grocery stores, and pretty much nothing that would sustain tourists and islanders is grown in St. Martin. Everything's imported. So you can pretty much get anything you would ever dream of. And I mean, food in the grocery store is a little bit more expensive than Canada, for sure. But you know what? You're on holidays, and if you're staying in a villa, can stock it up for breakfast and lunch, and then go out for dinner, or mix that up, or even in a villa, hire a private chef for a
Hmm.
few nights or something like that. So there are more economical ways to go to St. Martin. It really depends how you and your clients like to travel. The currency is, I don't know if you're aware of this. Well, Susan, you probably are because you were there. US dollars are accepted across the board. Euros on the French side, but you can still pay in US dollars. So you have to factor that in a bit. But you know what is really inexpensive? For those of you who like to imbibe in a little cocktail, St. Martin is a duty-free port, so it is shocking how expensive our alcohol is in Canada compared to in St. Martin. So anyway, you can save money in that and on that front.
Well, actually, and Isabel on Facebook said it has great linens and diamonds as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, guy's best friend, anyone's. Yes.
And
So,
Marie said on Facebook, the best roti I had was at Sandy's Roti. That was there last October.
oh wow, good. Isn't that funny? Me
Yeah,
too.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and actually, did you want to also touch on some updates about any properties, renovations,
Yeah,
things like that?
that's such, thank you, honestly. Sonesta Resort that has the family side Maho, Sonesta Maho, the Maho side is for families and Ocean Point is for adults only. They're actually doing a refresh on, it won't affect people's stay, but a refresh on the Ocean Point side with the lobby, the rooms, etc. So it's still beautiful right now, but it'll be whew, off the charts once that's complete. And I don't have a ton of information on this, but on the Maho side, on the fourth floor, there's an outdoor indoor area where they're going to turn it into like a recreation sort of space for teens and people to go and play games, etc. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, also at Sinesta Resort, there's some new management that are talking about doing some really positive things. So stay tuned for more on Sinesta, because I know the whole all-inclusive concept is very popular from Canada, and they're really the only true all-inclusive resort on the island. But Divi Little Bay is another beautiful resort that can be all-inclusive if you want it. But they redid all of their beachfront rooms this past year, so they are looking good. And that's really, really exciting because they're super popular because they're actually walkouts right onto the beach and that people actually book and go back year after year after year.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
Just a
that's
couple.
really it right now, but we'll keep you posted.
So a few people like Louisa, hello, Dawn, Elisa, a lot of people are asking if they can get updates from you. So we
Yeah,
share all the comments with Carrie. So she's going to see the questions, she's going to see the comments, she's going to see who
absolutely.
joined us. So not to worry if you have something you want to reach out to Carrie directly.
Please, please
Um,
do.
yeah,
Love
and
hearing
Ronnie,
from you. Yeah,
Ronnie,
yeah,
all of
yeah.
them. Everyone wants updates from Carrie.
Oh, yeah. They're like, yeah.
Uh,
Actually, they should, yeah, email Paul, Arlene, and Ruth, and
yeah,
Leslie, all the spoiled agents who have been there.
that's it.
Right? Right?
Help your friends for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Question here is Elisa's asking, will the French side accept USD or only euros?
Nope, they accept USD, and when you pay a bill, you usually have the euro price and the USD price. And credit cards are readily accepted across the island. The only thing I would stay away from is some of the smaller places. If you pay in US dollars, they might want to give you the local currency back in change. Just say no, thank you. Tell your clients just to say, no, we want the US dough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arlene says she would love to have a family reunion with Carrie.
Oh, me too. Me too. It would be so good. So good. But you know what, Susan, I just think like there's so many unique things to do that I mean, people we talk about the beaches, the food. I mean, everyone has to eat, and that's a huge part of travel. But if you have hikers, there's actually beautiful hiking along the sea or up Lottery Farm to the top of that hill with a beautiful restaurant for a nice cold drink or lunch, or I don't know, like we went to a place it's called Nectar. It's a company that makes local that makes skincare products that they sell in spas and have stores throughout the island. And we went and made our own little bit of lotion. And I actually you leave the lotion making class, and of course, you're in their store. So there's Carrie Marauda looking for the silver bullet to look 55 years younger. Um, I bought the whole line. Anyway, I've just started using it. So you see me now. Wait till you see me on my next webinar. Or we took a steel drum class. You can make Johnny cakes. You can make your own perfume. So there's lots of unique things. Even at a little store in Phillipsburg, the Amsterdam Cheese Shop, they do it's a wine and cheese tasting, but it's more an education about cheese and cheese. Anyway, there's just lots of unique things to do for clients who are not wanting to sit on the beach all the time and maybe make some just crazy unique memories with whoever they're traveling with.
I see on Facebook we have some new Facebook friends. Zoom,
Nice.
you're covered. Please add your email in the comments so you can say hi to Carrie, so we know you're
Awesome.
here. And Cal moved over from Zoom to Facebook. We got you, buddy. He said his internet dropped off. No problem. That's why we have all these platforms that you guys can join.
Hey,
And
Susan,
then
can you turn the fire down a bit? It's getting a little hot in here.
I need a fan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually,
That's a great segue. Someone's asking me on Zoom, when will this recording be ready? So again, we have so many great platforms that we brought to you today. But of course, go to Carrie's page on spoiledagent.com. You go down to the tourist board tab and click on Saint Martin. Once we're done here, I'll load it up myself for you guys. It'll also be on our YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. I mean, it's everywhere. So not just what Carrie and I are doing today, but if you go to her page, all of her other, updates that she's had great guests on, they're there too. Nothing really expires. It's all great information. So please make sure you check that out.
hey, and yeah, and you know what, spoiled agents, we will be updating our agent rate page again because the best thing is if you can go to St. Martin and experience it yourselves, and then come back and tell us what you think. But for the summer, with great summer promotions and stuff, we're hoping that there's some nice juicy offers that are attractive to you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I just want to recap again these great prizes today. Not that we're finished. I just want everyone to know how generous you guys have been. So there's like one plus plus plus. So did you want to maybe touch on that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is again the if you have a client or clients that you've booked to St. Martin from today until April 30th, first three of you to let me know will get giftcard.ca. Choose your own gift card for a hundred dineros. So that's kind of fun. And then our usual $100 gift card, which is a random draw for all of you who have participated today. So when will we announce that, Susan?
We're gonna give it a couple days for your team to pick. How's that?
It sounds great. But I just want to have a little party pause here, a timeout to say, how great is Susan? Honestly, Susan's new podcast, Octopus is Invited. So thank you, Susan, for all that you do. Honestly, we
Thank
love
you.
Spoiled Agent.
Oh my gosh, thank you and thank you all. There's still a couple of questions if you're okay with them, Miss Carrie.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
In comments of oh, Georgia, you're the best too. Thank you, Arlene. I mean, I love you all. I love what I do. I love that I get to work with spoiled agents. I get to work with amazing suppliers and the spoiled agent team. I can't forget that. We're like a family over here. So we're just blessed for sure. Leslie Ann says, not to forget, Carrie, the wonderful shop in Marigot, the Le Compantier de
Yes,
Fromage. Oh,
yes.
the most amazing cheese selection. Next time she wants to do a curating cheese tasting. Ooh.
Thank you, Leslie, for reminding me of that because, yeah, Leslie was on a fam and we were having so much fun. The majority of the group here in Marigot was shopping, and Leslie and I went rogue and ended up in this great little cheese shop, which is actually part of the magic I find in St. Martin is if you just start wandering around, you never know where you're going to end up if you're in Phillipsburg or Marigot. For example, in Phillipsburg, there's a place called Juggies, which is the smallest bar in the world. And the owner, Juggy, is just such a character. And I don't know, he has a little store for souvenirs, or he makes this spice. It's called Magic Spice. And basically, his line is it makes a bad cook good or a good cook great. I've been using it and I haven't really had the great yet, but I'm trying. Anyway, but you just fall and have a little chat with him, or on Front Street, you're walking along to the tourism bureau, who I represent, which is so great here in Canada. They have an office with a big fat, our logo outside, so you can't miss it. But your clients can go in to the office and get information on the island, ask questions. But next door is, I swear, my favorite gelato store ever called Luciano's. And I honestly cannot go to St. Martin without getting a double, maybe even a triple. Anyway, so there's just fun little places like that you can pop into.
Oh, great. There's a
Yeah.
couple of questions. Sarah on Zoom said, where would you recommend to stay with young kids?
Well, it really depends what they want to do. There, you know what, why don't we have a sidebar? Because most resorts are really happy to have kids. Even the JW Marriott, which is a higher end resort, they have a great kids club and some kids programming. So, uh, yeah, it really depends on what activities they want to do and what sort of sleeping arrangement, if they want a little kitchen or not. So just shoot me a note and we can set up a call.
So I just wanted to do a little shout out here. Elvie said she's a new spoiled agent, and she's so happy that she gets to watch you today, Carrie, that you're absolutely wonderful, and that she
Thank
loves
you.
spoiled agent too. We love hearing that. Thank you guys. Okay, Arlene says, Carrie, mention the
Yes.
two guys from New Brunswick that offered a
Oh, thank you. I
beachside.
can't believe, honestly, this is why we should always just have spoiled agents talking and I should listen. Yes. Okay. So, in Phillipsburg is the capital of St. Martin for those of the Dutch side, for those of you who may not know. And that's where the duty-free shopping, etc., is on Front Street and Back Street. But it's along Great Bay Beach, a beautiful beach, and there's little bars and restaurants and actually a really great boutique hotel called Holland House. But anyway, there's a bar called Big Bastards, and it's fabulous. We went for a little drink and a chat on our fam. And anyway, the bar's owned by two guys, Marcel and Steven. Steven's from Calgary, Marcel's from New Brunswick. And they just have a super cheeky and fun menu with of drinks, and they have great food. And also, oh, here's something, man. Things are now picking up. I'm going to have to do another webinar tomorrow because I'm now hiring. Um, if you have clients on cruise ships, they can go, if they just want to spend the day on the beach, they can go to, say, Big Bastards, and for the day rent a chair, an umbrella, and their packages come with drinks, and they can just hang out on the beach for the day. So yeah, Big Bastards, if anything, tell your clients to go by and high five our fellow Canadians. They're really great guys. Thanks,
Love it.
Arlene. Yeah.
Zara said on Zoom, can I get some samples from the Juggies in Toronto? LOL.
Oh, exactly. I should, yeah, maybe I could be his distributor. Send it to all spoiled agents.
Catherine on Zoom said, oh my God, this sounds awesome, this place.
Yeah, it's great. You know what? It's a little island that packs a punch, two cultures, twice the Caribbean. Yeah, lots to do. You can be busy, you can chill, lots of opportunities for all sorts of different groups, etc. I don't know. It's just there is quite a high repeat visitation factor, and people, I mean, there's the 1 week trips that are your standard packages that like a Sunwing would offer, but like Paul's itinerary on Spoiled Agent is 10 days. People tend to stay a little bit longer. Average length of stay is about 10 days.
Oh, great. Couple questions, if you don't mind. Louisa on Zoom, hi Louisa, said, do airport services handle passengers with physically challenged, like wheelchairs and accommodation? Like, how would you say that's done?
Yes, so you know what? That again is a sidebar. Just contact me and I'll send you information and connect you with the right people. And one thing I actually should mention with the airports is most of you probably know this, but there is an embarkation form that people should really go online and complete. It's free before they arrive in St. Martin. You can fill it out or do it when you get to St. Martin, but it just slows down the process of getting to your resort and the fun starting.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's great. And a lot of people are asking for hotel recommendations. So we're going to share everything with Carrie and she
yeah.
can, one by one suggest it to you guys. Um, there's
Yeah,
so
and
many.
sorry, I am talking over you. That is terrible. Where
No,
are
you're
my
not.
manners, Miss Octopus? It's whatever, all these arms, I blah. Anyway, I really do want to mention something when we are talking about selling and ways to market to your clients. For those of you who are members or have signed up for onecaribbeancanada.ca, that's great. For those of you who haven't, it's a Caribbean resource. There's 25, maybe more, plus destinations who are members, St. Martin being one of them. And we have information very similar to what we have on the Spoiled Agent page. But what's there for you guys. It's also a site you can refer your clients to, and it's not a booking site for your clients, but there's articles on the Caribbean. For example, there's one on cooking schools and now in St. Martin's, part of that article that you can reshare or send to your clients. Or there's videos that are highlighting different events and different things going on the island. So there's tools for you to actually pull and use as a sales resource as well as an educational tool for yourself. And just like we do quarterly e-blasts with Spoiled Agent with information updates with One Caribbean Canada, talk much. They have weekly what you need to know with updates from the different countries about it could be a renovation, it could be a hot spot to go to. So that's a great place to go and look for some sales tools as well.
And I added, that's our friend Nancy Drolet. I
Yes.
added the link in Zoom. I've added her link on Facebook. And even Arlene, our friend on Zoom, said, like, this is a great resource for those updates. And she receives the updates as well, for sure.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, and Sarah will share everything with Carrie, and she can go through it all and share all the great information you guys are looking for, and maybe register for links and things like that, and newsletters and spoiled agent newsletters with St. Martin, all of us. So there's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything, Miss Carrie, that we missed? I'm not sure. I mean, there's so much.
No, yeah, you know what? Just please consider St. Martin if your clients are looking to escape any time of year. And you know what? Maybe just throw it out there for the summer. It's a great time to go, as I said. And you know what? The price is right in the summer. But really, I just want you to know it's a safe, fun, beautiful destination. And we really appreciate you guys and all that you do, and Susan and her spoiled agent team. And I also just have to say that I now know why octopus spend quite a bit of time in the water at the bottom of the sea, because it's really hot on land with this sort of skin. So I'm high-fiving you all and blowing you kisses with one of my 8 legs. But I just want to thank you very much for making the time to talk a little bit about St. Martin. And for those of you who commented on your experiences when you've been on the island, thank you. And yeah, I just say St. Martin or bust for you and your clients.
Actually, Deborah just said on Zoom, I have someone I am texting right now for November.
Oh, awesome.
This is
Awesome,
great.
awesome, awesome.
Well, Carrie, you've been amazing. We love your energy. We love that you're up for anything, and we really appreciate that as well, because not everyone will wear a hot costume. And you look hot in it, by the way.
Oh,
You
yeah,
look
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Honestly.
You
Yeah,
look
well,
great,
thank you.
and
No,
we
it's
want to
fun.
thank you for everything in your partnership with us. And don't forget, Carrie's giving away $100 gift card.
Woo!
Plus, someone niche can take the first 3 agents that send her proof of a Saint Martin booking traveling from March to April 30 of this year, 2026, will also get a $100 gift card. She's got 3 extra $100 gift cards. So please
Yep.
do not forget, think of Saint Martin.
Go St. Martin. And honestly, I am not having shooters at my desk, I promise, but it was fun. Susan, thank you. I love your podcast, little coffee talk, colada talk. Just great.
We're a great team, and thank you, everyone, and all of our spoiled agents for joining us, whether it's over your lunch or your coffee. Our friend Carrie and the whole team there at Vox International, we love you all. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.